So folks, is on TV ready for coverage at the National Unity Congress of the ANC. Manda G Gibbs is out.
Say you, the all-powerful youth congress in action. Say you, the Maserati youth is in action. Say you, Manda, ANC say, the youth congress say, Mr. Kumi say. The liberation of the Liberian people say yo, the all-powerful SGS in action say yo, say Manda, Africa, where to Amanda.
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, come ready.
How is that?
Alright, so we want to invite the undivided official at this time. We are officially calling this press conference to order. We want to welcome our media friends, all media institutions who are present. Feel free. The SG will be coming to address this press conference. After that, we will certainly open the floor for questions. But before I call on the all-potent SG of the youth congress to come and address the media, I'm Lawrence Spencer, a member of the youth congress, and we would like to outline a few things that will be happening at this press conference today.
How the all-powerful SGS about to dismantle the weak government say Manda.
So for some of you that may be abreast with happenings within our youth congress, we've been having basically two groups that express interest in our upcoming convention. But we have been having our own indoor conversations as we get towards the convention. Hopefully, that the SU will be breaking the news the date of the convention. So I don't want to do that. But all I want to say is, thus leading to that process, I'm now seeing us to have a kind of group coming together in one front. So we have Team Prince Blama here today. I will be speaking at this press conference because now you know Prince Blama have been one of the major, if you may, person with interest to contest for the upcoming convention. So the SG, myself, and all well-meaning comrades within the youth congress, we've been engaging with Prince Blama on that basis, and saw it prudent to be at this press conference today to work along with the team. So I'm officially saying right now that we have Team Blama here currently. So Team Blama will be coming on this podium later after the SGI address the press conference. I'm just being informed that Prince Blama will come. Prince will come first, and the Blama will come first to address the press as to why he is here today along with his team to speak in uniformity with our youth congress. Because now you know the ANC, as you may all be aware, this party is one of the parties that the Liberian people we clearly vouch for. We are known for our acceptedness, we are known for maturity and all of that. So Comrade Blama will be coming over here to speak to the Liberian people, particularly the youth congress of the ANC, that yes, with all that have been happening behind the scene, we can now rest assured the people of the ANC and Liberia at large that the convention will be, in one accord, will come from there successfully in celebration to take our party to the next level. So, fellow comrades, fellow partisans, comrades of the Youth Congress here present, our hurricane from the Youth League, I wouldn't want to go calling people names because we are many because of time. I want to say you all are officially invited and welcome to this press conference. Our media friends, that we say again, you are welcome. Feel free. The ANC is always your home. There's the party that the Liberian people come to. So I want to reduce my height on this at this level now to call on Comrade Prince Blama to this podium to address the press.
Manda! The our potent youth leader Prince Blama is about to talk to the people. Say, speak, speak.
Hey yo, it's a voice of the young people. Say yo, say yo, say yo. Say yo, say yo. Manda, Manda. Duduma, you can get Duduma. Duduma, you can get Duduma. Long live, the fighting spirit of Chairman Prince Mara, long live.
The youth Congress review supreme. But you. Here to set the record straight. Bati, Manna, 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 long live, long live, long live, long live the fighting spirit of Chairman Jimmy Murray, long live, long live, long live, long live, long live the fighting spirit of Comrade Ali, long live, long live, long live, long live, long live the fighting spirit of Comrade Alexander Benedict Kumi, long live, Bati, Congress is about to set the record straight. Bati. Thank you, comrade. I want to say thank you for coming here. I also want to use this time to welcome the media, our colleague from the other side. I also want to say thank you to the all-potent Secretary General in President of Comrade Ali Kiadi. A few months back, the both of us hampered the ambition to contest for the youth chairmanship of our party. And the both of us tried in all of our way possible to visit the 15 counties across the country. Comrade Aliyu will go to Maryland in a meeting after our photo. And Aliyu say, don't vote for NSA. Then I will go and say, vote for me, Aliyu, don't vote for Aliyu. So the both of us are going for the higher youth office in our party. But we reached to the point, and then we told it why we say, but comrade, your message is straight for Alexander Kumi to become president. And my message is straight for Alexander Kumi to become president. I think there's a need that we go through the process holding on to the same one common goal. There's no need for you to be on the other side of the point. There's no need for me to be on the other side of the point. Because in previous time in the ANC, youth leader been coming, youth leader been winning. We go to convention, we come back, we got frictional group. The only successful youth chairman that ran the youth Congress party is Chairman Tonian Famole. After Chairman Tonian Famole came in Bugugida, and we've been fighting. When they start winning the convention, we come by the other side and say, I can't work with you. After came in the all-powerful T. Benjamin Myers. He was chairman of high authority in the Youth Congress. And our boss. I salute him and I respect him. So the Myers took on the leadership of the Youth Congress. I saw the Youth Congress was forceful in the history of Liberian politics. To the extent I can remember one day that Jeff Tamakochi said he has tried his best to disintegrate the ANC Youth Congress, but no way under the leadership of Chairman Benjamin Myers. Time came in past, the same leadership, we started fighting again. We fought and we removed Benjamin Myers because of the same frictional grouping still. Benjamin Myers left. We saw who came in, Chairman J.P. Morris. The J.P. Morris was now a guerrilla fighter from the Student Unification Party of SUP. By this time, he had kissed goodbye to the Youth Congress leadership. I say this to say that at every point in time, while leading to the ANC National Convention, we see two people coming up on the same youth congress going against each other. And then we come back from the convention, we understand that the winner from the convention don't have a space to govern. We leave fighting. We leave fighting to the extent that we will not achieve not a single objective as a youth congress. This day came, I declare my intention. Aliyu declare his intention. All of us got the young people on our side. Aliyu is a fine man. He's well articulate. He understands what it takes to be a youth chairman. Likewise me. I come to the table with also experience. Human relationship, whatever you may call it. But the both of us preaching the same Kumi's message. So we thought about it was coming, we can't go against each other again, man. And then we reach to the point after the convention, then we can't fight again, nobody get peace. So we need to sit on the table and have consultations and have discussion as to what next step we're taking. We've been having meetings. We had more than 12 successful meetings to reach out to where we are today. And today, I'm pleased to announce to the press that I, Prince N.V. Blama Jr., will no longer be contesting for the youth chairmanship of the ANC.
Welcome. I'll no longer be contesting. They say, we are going to the convention united. They say,
So, moving forward, we're going to go to the convention with one indomitable National Youth Congress. With Comrade Aliyu Kelly heading the ticket as our National Youth Chair. Are we not going to support? No, we're going to support. So I'm here today asking all of the 15 youth chairs across the country, those that believe in me, those that believe in the ideas of the party, those that believe in Comrade Aliyu, that gone are those days that we come from the convention and start to battle each other again. We are going to support this one youth ticket with Aliyu as our chairman, and we're going to have our strategic comrade placed in strategic position to bring the kind of glorious youth congress at the end of our convention. We want to say thank you. We want to say long live the ANC. We want to say long live the fighting spirit of the indomitable National Youth Congress. And we want to say thank you to all 15 county youth chairs who make us to reach to this decision. Thank you very much.
The voice of the two leaders says, Manda! 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 Yes, he is taking one of us. They say, comrades, our media friends, you just listening to Comrade Prince Blama. Like we said, this brother has been one of those that expressed interest in our family convention. But as we say in politics, it's a give and take situation. So we want to commend Comrade Blama for putting our party first, most especially this youth congress, for projecting the youth congress because of it over his personal interest. So Comrade Blama want to salute you, that you and your team, all other well-meaning members from your blood. We want to commend you guys. So comrades, our 4 estates, we want to say, right at about this time, the voice you are about to hear on this podium is no one else but our ever potent, revolutionary, selfless, ever firebrand movie, Comrade the lecturer, Comrade Aliyu Kelly. You know, Martin Luther King said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. It is only light that does that. So the ANC is the only light in our political landscape. Whether you like it or not, that's the reason the Youth Congress is a different Youth Congress. Watch out for us. When we return from the convention, you will see a wave across the political landscape that you are not seeing in recent years. So I too happen to be the forerunner of the Youth Congress right now. So we will now call on the Comrade Powerful Youth Chair, SG, to come to this podium to address our press conference today. Comrade, you are welcome to the podium.
Amanda, the most powerful SG is about to speak. Say, thank you, comrades. Before I proceed, I would like to call Comrade Adilo, Prince Blama to join me on the stage. Comrade. In the struggle, gentlemen, no deal. 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 Is it the name? Thank you, comrades. Aluta. Thank you, comrades. Brothers and sisters in the people's struggle. Brothers and sisters in the ultimate struggle to usher in the most realistic candidate in the history of the country. Ladies and gentlemen in the comments. Today is a big news day. Show. And we are extremely excited because what is going down in history for the ANC is something that is monumental. It is unprecedented in the history of our party. For two ambitious young men to put aside their personal ego and say, let us move forward in the interest of our party and ultimately in the interest of our country. That is the driving force behind our gathering here today. Aside that, we normally have
the State of the Youth report every month. So I want to salute my comrade. You know, it is not an easy thing for people to drop arms, for people to lay down their vision in the interest of the general good. Only strong men do that. So I want to salute our comrade, Brigadier General. In the ANC, we call him Brigadier General. Comrade, I'm honored. What you demonstrated today is an act of selflessness. You are a strong man. Comrade, I appreciate you. Victory, we are one victory. La 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 la. We are one victory. La 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 la. We are one victory. Thank you, comrades. So moving on swiftly, we now dive into the State of the Youth report. The Indomitable National Youth Congress of the ANC, their State of the Youth report. Comrades, patriots, defenders of the Republic. Today we do not gather to celebrate. We gather to confront a government that has lost its moral compass, to confront a system that has traded the dignity of the people for the comfort of the elite, to confront a presidency that flies high in foreign skies while the nation sinks in despair. Today we gather not to merely speak, but to awaken the young people of the country, to awaken the conscience of a nation lulled into silence by the lullabies of corruption, deception, and betrayal. Let us begin with solemnity. The ANC Youth Congress extends its deepest condolences to the family of the late Minister Sylvester Grisby, a man of acclaimed demeanor, a statesman of real restraint. Even those who would have criticized him most harshly now speak with reverence. That is not a coincidence. It is character. Our political disagreement with him were never personal, and they would never follow him to the grave. Minister Grisby, rest in peace. Our quarrel remains with the presidency of the Joseph Yuma Boaka regime, not with your memory. But while one man departs with dignity, the government itself continues to govern with disgrace. The 2024 Country Report on Human Rights Practices is not just a document, it is a mirror. When Liberia looks into that mirror, what does she see? She sees arbitrary killings. She sees torture. She sees journalists beaten, silence, and censors. She sees workers stripped of their rights to organize. Let us be clear, comrades. The state has become a predator. It hunts the truth. It stalks the press. It hunts the truth and stalks the press. It devours dissent, and yet it calls itself democratic. This is not a democracy. It is a masquerade. A government that punishes truth and rewards mediocrity. A government that jails brilliance and celebrates ignorance. A government that fears its own youth more than it fears its enemy. Democracy without rights is tyranny in disguise. It must not be silent. Silence is complexity. Silence is surrender. Silence is betrayal. Let us speak of the World Trade Center. Not the one in New York, but the one in Liberia. A place where young Liberians, geniuses in cybersecurity and information technology, gather not to destroy, but to create. And what did the government do? They raided the World Trade Center. They imprisoned our comrades. They treated brilliance as a crime. In South Korea, comrades, in South Korea, the government once faced a similar dilemma. Instead of jailing their hackers, they recruited them. They built a cyber defense force that now protects the nation. Liberians must do the same. We must turn the World Trade Center into a national hub of technology, creativity, and innovation. Let us legislate progress, not prosecute it. Let us convert talent into a national treasury. Let the police work with these young minds, not against them. that our security institution recruit them as confidential informants. Cyber defenders and architects of a new digital Liberia. We must not fear our breathless minds. We must empower them. We must not chase them. We must champion them. We must not imprison innovation. We must institutionalize it. Let us imagine a Liberia where the World Trade Center becomes our Silicon Valley, where young minds build apps for agriculture, coal for climate resilience, and secure our digital borders. That Liberia is possible. That Liberia is necessary. That Liberia begins now. And to the young comrades of the Congress for Democratic Change, to the young comrades of the Congress for Democratic Change, we salute you. You were provoked. You were baited. The police acting under the Unity Party orders demolished your headquarters and even stole from you on live cameras. But you did not descend into chaos. You rose above it. You proved that discipline is the highest form of resistance. Bravo, comrades. You have shown the nation what maturity looks like on fire. The legal role of the police is to provide protection, not to participate in demolition. Their job is to enforce the law, not to become the law. Their job is to serve the people, not to serve the presidency. And yet they acted like political mercenaries, not public servants.
Oh, law enforcers stealing from the people say.
Let us be clear, comrades. The young people are not the problem. The young people are the solution. The young people are not the threat. The young people are the hope. The young people are not the enemy. The young people are the future. And if the government fears the youth, it is because the youth carry the truth. And truth, comrades, is the most dangerous weapon of all. What the police did is not law enforcement. It is law desecration. Now let us speak of the drug war, a war that exists only in Joseph Boaka's speeches, but not in the national budgets. The government in the Ministry of Justice budget allocates $490,000 for rehabilitation, while the Ministry of State spends $592,556 on state celebration buying stout and beer. The Liberia Justice Enforcement Agency received $3.5 million, but 90% goes to salary, while the presidential convoy alone costs over $4 million United States dollars. This is not a war on drugs. This is a war on common sense. You cannot fight $1 million cartels with chicken change, Mr. President. You cannot rehabilitate a nation with empty rhetoric. The people are not fools. They see the waste. They feel the betrayal. Even when the recast budget is submitted to the national legislature, the fight against drugs is not even a concern. Legislative committees hold hearings on fruitless presidential travel and wasteful off-budget spending, while the youth drown in addiction. This is not governance, it is negligence. This is not leadership, it is abandonment. We demand a real drug policy, one that invests in rehabilitation, one that funds intelligence, one that empowers communities, one that treats addiction not as a crime, but as a crisis. Let us build rehabilitation centers in every county, communities. Let us train counselors. Let us fund outreach. Let us save our youth, not with slogans, but with solutions. We therefore call upon the government of the United States of America, through its embassy near Monrovia, to urgently intervene in Liberia's deepening drug crisis, not with diplomatic platitudes, but with a robust and targeted mechanism of support. President Joseph Yuma Boaka's leadership in this fight has proven not only ineffective, but fatal and disastrous. The Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency under his administration has become a breeding ground for corruption, where public trust is squandered and operational integrity is non-existent. We ask the U.S. government to help establish an independent, transparent framework for rehabilitation, intelligence gathering, and enforcement. One that bypasses compromised institutions and empower community-led solutions. Liberia's youth are not statistics, they are citizens. They are not collateral damage, they are the future. Let the United States stand with the Liberian people in this fight, not with the officials who have failed them. Let this be a moment of solidarity, of rescue, and of renewal. And finally, comrades, President Joseph Yuma Boakai flies to Japan with over 23 officials, excluding security and personal staff. Ticket pay, DSA pay, but where is the report? Where is the benefit? What sector will be transformed?
Corruption where you propose you want to rescue government say.
What promise fulfilled? The people demand answers, Mr. President, not photos. We do not oppose diplomacy, we oppose deception, Mr. President. The President must explain to the Liberian people what was achieved. Was it trade, Mr. President? Was it technology? Was it education, Mr. President? Or was it just another vacation disguised as a mission? The people are not blind, Mr. President. They are watching. They are watching. They are waiting. And they are awakening. Comrades, this is not a speech. This is a call to arms. Not with weapons, but with words and votes and with vision. The time has come to reclaim the Republic, to rise from the ashes of betrayal and build a Liberia that honors its dead, uplifts its youth, protects its truth, and invests in its future. That history record that we did not whisper. In the face of tyranny, we roared. That history record that we did not kneel before corruption, we stood tall. That history record that we did not wait for change, we became the change. Long live the Republic. Long live the young people of Liberia. Long live the indomitable National Youth Congress of the ANC.
Manda! Manda! Long live the Republic, long live the young people, long live Liberia. Amanda! 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 Long live the young people, long live Liberia. Amanda! Thank you, comrade. Thank you, comrade IG. We want to say thank you to the press, and we want to say thank you to our own Brigadier General, our NSA, Mr. Prince MV Blama. We want to say thank you for that breaking news in the spirit of unity. The young people of ANC is going to the convention. Definitely we are going to bring our victorious Comrade Ali Kedi as chairman of the Indomitable National Youth Congress. Manda! 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 So ladies and gentlemen of the press, it is up to you. Listen to the comrade. It's open for questions. We have so many media institutions here. You listen to him. This program is going live on the Spoon FM, Front Page Africa, OK FM, DN News Liberia, and the host of other media institutions. All of you are here. We expect questions for you, and we want the comment to address your questions. So Front Page Africa, we can take your question.
Great, I'm Francis Boy and report for the famous Front Page Africa newspaper. Having sat very quietly and attentively and listened to your press release, in line with that of your pending Congress, to you can tell us when that's going to be taking place and where you're going to have this upcoming Congress.
Yeah, so the ANC Congress convention will be in Mangibi County. It's going to be in October. We announce the details shortly because there is a press and publicity team around the convention that is responsible for more details on that. But rest assured that the convention will be in October in Mangibi County. The details will be issued to the press.
Next question.
I'm a gossip from Focus on Liberia. Over the weekend, social media posts gathered by few media outlets continue to bring back ANC to 1% with the amount of press conferences being held by the ANC Youth League. Many critics are saying the ANC is just speaking without any actions taken by the government? Do you think your press conferences are significant to the executive, especially the Unity Party government? Do you think they are listening to your press conferences? Do you think they are taking actions from the press conferences?
Thank you. It is in the government interest to listen. And if the president will agree with me, the last orator we had, I think Dr. Don or so, he advised the president that it is in your interest to listen to the voices of reason coming from the opposition. So it is in the president's interest to listen. It is in the president's interest to listen to the clarion call, to listen to the cries in the quarters across the country that drug is a national embarrassment and national crisis. It is in the president's interest to listen. Except what the president wants to prove adamant that what is in the interest of the public, insofar those calls are coming from opposition, I will not listen. That is a dangerous precedent, and that is a dangerous argumentation to make on behalf of the president. So we think it is in the president's interest to listen. For us in the opposition, we do not just criticize, listen to us. We are charting solutions. We told the president that the fight against drugs should not just be in Kola Fufana press releases. It should be reflected in the national budget. You agree with me, drug is $1 million cartel in this country. People don't fight drugs with chicken change. The president should prioritize the fight against drugs in the national budget. So it is something that the president ought to listen to. If he does not, the Liberian people will be the judge.
Yeah, let's take you, your name and your institution.
Yes, I'm Domingo. I write for the April newspaper. Since the climax of the 2023 elections, we are yet to see the ANC implication citizens. The newly established CMC and other political parties are shifting the country as relates to carbonizing supporters. How prepared are the ANC to make sure they overcome the decimal 1% they call 2023 by taking the presidency comes 2029?
So on the record, and I've said this, I think it is an opportunity to re-emphasize our position that we do not believe that the ANC got 1% in the recent election. That result defies common sense. It was a plot orchestrated to deface the ANC. We are not moved by that. Even those who orchestrated those plans, they still don't believe that the ANC got 1%. And you, because some of the votes we saw coming out of the country, you were asked, did you vote for the president? They said no, but the president got vote. So it was a national scheme to deface Mr. Kumi and the ANC. But we understand the politics, we are not deterred by that. Now, in terms of moving to the engagement, you know, I'm not going to be pushed to talk loosely to the CMC. I think they're in opposition, so they deserve respect from a party that the ANC in opposition. But what the CMC is doing is something that has been established by the ANC long since. We have structures across the 73 districts in the country. So CMC is just following suit. Probably they are following the ANC roadmap. It's something that we have been doing. So it is not something that we are going to glamorize. It's something that has been established by the ANC long since.
Yeah, let's take his spoon.
Yeah, okay, my name is G. Gibson. I work for Spoon FM TV. My question to you, since after the 2023 elections, what is the ANC doing in terms of changing the life of young people, in terms of a lot of things that the back of government, every time I have a question, what is the ANC actually doing?
Thank you. I do not agree when you qualify our nationalistic stand as bad-mouthing government. What we are doing, we are helping government. We are not bad-mouthing government. You know, when you are contracted to supply governance, complacency sets in. The president is overwhelmed with vulgarity and he's overwhelmed with luxury. He has forgotten some of the promises he's made to the people. The ANC is providing the fill in the blanks and saying, look, Mr. President, you told the people that you're going to attract foreign direct investment. So I do not consider a reminder as bad-mouthing. Those were his promises. It was on that basis you were contracted to supply those things. So the ANC is saying, Mr. President, you said children will not be in the street during school hours. Please execute, fulfill your promises. That is not bad-mouthing. It is in the president's interest to listen to some of the things he probably have forgotten because he has been consumed with luxury. You see the president now wearing customized suit JMB. Many of you saw during the campaign the clothes he used to wear. Some of you said it was owned by Henry Foster, but I will not say it. You said it.
Manda! Manda! Yo! We're not bad-mouthing government. Yo! Manda! Next question.
All right, thank you. My name is J. Ibrahim Nani, and I report for Reality Online TV. Honorable Chair, how do you view the Kun and Koga saga? Lastly, and how do you view the JMB 19 months government and that of the WIA 19 month government?
Thank you. So the first question, Kun and Koga, the scramble for power in Nima County. That is how I would like to qualify it. I think the both people love power. The vice president is a desperate man in our view. He loves power. The fact that the guy glamorizes about power to the extent where he looks at former President Weah and say, if I'm coming, you park up the road. That is a common knowledge across the country that the vice president is coming, obviously the car will park. But for a vice president to emphasize that thing to make a point, it suggests that he's desperate. There's no need in emphasizing that your convoy will park other cars. No, we know that that is a common knowledge across the country. But for you to find pleasure in reminding Liberians that when you are coming, your car will park other cars, it suggests that this is a dangerous man and it's a rare flair for the Liberian presidency. He has borrowed with his match. And I think Koga is more Nimayan than the vice president. There is a traditional Nimayan, except a dual citizen, the vice president. I think he has a legitimate claim on Nima County better than the vice president. He's the senator of Nima County. The vice president is not the vice president of Nima County. He's the vice president of the Republic of Liberia. Senator.
The vice president of Nima County also say.
So the vice president is the vice president of the Republic of Liberia. Koga is the senator of Nima County. So he has legitimacy in terms of decision making. That should not be taken away from him by a dangerous vice president who thinks that Nima County should be hand-delivered onto him after the passing of Prince Johnson. So I urge Koga to keep fighting. He's a senator. He was elected to provide public goods. He was elected to make decisions in Nima County. That privilege or right should not be taken from him by a vice president who has a national duty. I want to relegate that national duty to a county. He's not the vice president of Nima. He's the vice president of the country. Koga, push forward. You too can be vice president. The vice president today, he serves as representative. He serves as senator. You too serve as representative and serve as senator. So the same qualification he had that served as stepping stone for his vice presidency today, you too have it. You can be vice president. Do not think less of yourself. I urge you to pursue your dream. You can be vice president and do not overlook it. Let him think whatever. But you too, I think Koga can be your vice president as well as Jeremiah Kun. There's no difference. He has no special qualification over Koga. Yeah. So on the second question. No, President Bwaka and President Weah. You know, I will give you a classic scenario and you will draw up the analysis. There are different stages of auditors and we hold them in different ranks. When a junior auditor at the GAC goes and blunder in all the report, and then the auditor general himself goes there and blunder as well, the deficit or the backlashes that come on the senior auditor is slightly different from the junior auditor because we hold President Bwaka on a different standard. He said he has 42 or probably more years of government experience. So it is a common knowledge that this man was coming to start executing from day one. There was no space of learning on the job. He, President Bwaka, qualified and categorized former President Weah as a different kind of politician, meaning he did not have such an experience. But unlike President Bwaka, who had a 42 years government experience and came to government and started operating on gentleman agreements, started having back deals, started taking people from training positions, started settling people that were accused of corruption, maintaining people in places where they were accused of corruption. So it's a disappointment to the country. We did not expect to see President Bwaka behaving the way he's behaving. And on that note, I think President Bwaka is not living up to the 42 years of the experiences they say he had. So I don't think he's performing any better.
Banda! Banda! Yo! We don't think Bwaka is performing any better. Yo! Yeah! Banda! So I know all of you want to ask questions, but we'll take the last question. Or we'll take the last two questions, then we'll move on. Then we'll close. So let's hear you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Afonso and I write for the People newspaper. So I heard you sending message of encouragement to your, colleague across there, that is the Congress for Democratic Change. There are a lot of people who have classified the eviction otherwise. What say you regarding the eviction of the CDC headquarters?
So, like we said in our press statement, we congratulate the young people of the CDC. We salute them because they were provoked by the government, and the government thought the sedition, the young people in the party would have responded with violence. On the contrary, we saw how the government entered there using police to demolish something that is outside the framework of the law. Police people are not to get directly involved with demolition in terms of eviction exercises. The owner of the property reserved the right to demolish whatever property he deemed unwanted on his land. But to see police people kicking doors and stealing weave cap and all these sort of things, imagine Congress. Imagine Congress. Those were the police people we saw on camera. But imagine those that we didn't see on camera. What do you think they were taking? So it's unfortunate. It was a national embarrassment on camera, live camera. So the president, the fish gets rotten from the head. When you have a president who is not a hands-on president, the president is not in charge, the country is on autopilot, the president is not delivering. And we in the ANC maintain the view that since post-war Liberia, there have been only two parties in charge of this country. The United Party and the CDC. The United Party having most of the years. All of the material conditions you see in the country today, when there is poverty, when there is jobs, only two parties can be held liable. The ANC is the breakaway from these two parties. We are here to usher in the most realistic person to lead this country, and it's Congress.
Amanda! The only alternative that we can see.
We see there is a tailway, and that tailway is if United Party has not delivered what they promised, CDC has not delivered what they promised, the alternative is Alexander Bernard Congress. And that is our position.
The only alternative is Mr. Alexander B. Kumbi. We take the last question, then we call it a day.
Thank you. My name is Melvin Jackson, and I work for Spoon. So, I'm concerned, why is the ANC speaking more through the National Youth Congress than the Executive Council or the Standard Bureau? Why?
That is a sign of growth. The statistics in Liberia says majority of the people in the country are young people. So we are taking the destiny of our country in our hands. It is a sign of growth that young people in the party, the young people are the engine of any political party. So the older folks will say, hold on a little, be the strategists. We are prepared to take the destiny of our party and ultimately the destiny of this country in the hands of the young people. So we'll deliver the change. So the ANC is speaking through us. It is a sign of growth that the older folks, our elders in the party, have created a platform for the young people in the ANC to explore their delivery capacity. And it's something that we want to appreciate our National Executive Committee. We have the blessing of the ever-potent Chairman Lafia Gould, our Secretary General, and all of our National Executive Committee members. The young people are leading the charge in the ANC. I don't think you have a problem with that, you being a young man yourself.
Thank you very much. The young people are leading the charge within the ANC. It is always said that the future of our country lies in the hands of the young people, but yet